Here's one of my favorite topics. Life purpose. Why? Because I think we get it wrong a lot of the time. How's that for a broad, scandalous statement? I'm Jill Lee, founder and director of the Energy Healing Institute. If you'd like to know more about the courses and programs and content available at EHI, please check us out at energyhealinginstitute.org. And I'd love your subscription to this channel. So if you do so today, thank you. Okay, purpose. So years ago, years and years ago, early 90s, there was this whole big thing about getting life purpose readings. You'd go to some psychic kind of person or this spiritual guide kind of person, and you would find out what your life purpose was. Now, I never did this because the first response I had was, why is somebody telling me what my life purpose is? Isn't that mine to do? So being a rebellious sort, it never spoke to me as something to do. But let me tell you, a lot of people were going and getting their life purpose reading. So aside from, gee, why does someone else have the bead on what your purpose is? I think the larger issue has to do with thinking that there is a reason that you are here, that you are meant to, must fulfill, or you fail. There's kind of this sort of, if I don't do it, if it doesn't happen, then what? Did I really mess up? And then on top of that, there's this sort of, well, what if my purpose is to be a kindergarten teacher? I'm supposed to be here and teach young children. And it turns out I don't like little kids that much. And that's actually a true story for me. I do like children, but I was sort of wired into the teacher track at a fairly young age. A lot of that having to do with family programming and not anything to do with life purpose readings. But the philosophy was that women were teachers and secretaries until they got married. We couldn't be nurses because we were Christian Scientists, but if we weren't, then nursing would have been in the mix as well. So I wandered down the teaching track until I got to student teaching and realized I don't want to be in a classroom with a bunch of little kids. I don't enjoy little kids that much. So I didn't do that, much to the disappointment of my parents. But this still stands, right? If some counselor, spiritual guide had said to me, your purpose is to be a teacher of small children and bring them into the light of knowledge, and I didn't like kids that much, now where am I? Not in a good place. So what if we took the heat off of this particular pot on the stove and looked at our purpose as being present to our experiences and learning and growing and evolving and becoming who we are? Would that be enough? It is for me. So give some thought to that. Give some thought to letting yourself off the hook of what you're supposed to do and be, and instead practice being every day. Practice being.